So if you have a YouTube channel, you're getting ready to get started, or you're just thinking about getting started and you're trying to figure out what topic should I surround my YouTube channel on, what would give me the opportunity to reach the most people, to build a following, to grow my brand, then you definitely want to stay tuned for this video, because we're going to be talking about what you need to do in order to choose the right topic for you and your channel, how you know that the topics that you're choosing are going to help your channel to grow, and the steps that you should take to research the topics so that you can be successful. So if that interests you, then stay tuned for this video. Let's get into it.
Problems in your life and you need advice. All you gotta do is ask Chauntel.
Hi guys!
Hi guys!
My name is Chauntel from askchauntel.com, and these are my two girls. What's your name?
That's Nina.
And what's your name?
And my name is Eden from God from Daddy.
I'm a Christian mom and wife and a relationship, life, and business coach, and I'm here to inspire women to have healthy lives, healthy families, and meaningful businesses and brands. Welcome to our channel. We hope that you love the video. So I'm Chauntel from askchauntel.com, and I'm so excited that you decided to join with us today. Hello to all my beautiful jewels and gems. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope that you find this video helpful. So before we get into this video, I really want to let you guys know what to expect. Right here is an image of a free research planning worksheet that I have for you that you can download right now in the description box. But I really want you guys to comment below on what tools that you use to do research for your channel. Let us know what you're using right now and what you took away from this video. What are some of the new tools that you're going to be trying out really soon? You guys have the best advice, and we can all learn from each other. And so please just go ahead, go down there, leave your experience and comment on other people and let them know, what you think about the tools that they may or may not be using. Share your experience. It really matters. And also, I want to let you know that coming up, I'm going to actually be giving you some big picture ideas, but also some practical application on how you can actually go on and use these research tools. I'm going to take you through that. So it's going to be worth your time if you stay tuned. I love you guys, and let's get into it. It's been a minute since I did a business video, and I absolutely love doing it. And you guys have been talking with me, letting me know that this is something that you guys want to see more of. So here we are. It's all about what you guys need, what you guys want, and I'm excited to bring this video to you today. So as we get into these things, I want you to keep in mind that towards the end of the video, I'm going to actually be giving you some really awesome topics that you can surround your videos around, your whole channel around. And so if you're interested in those specific topics, definitely stay tuned to the end. I'm going to give some big ones that a lot of people are doing out there that are, if you choose to do it, you're going to find success because there's already a community there. And I'm also going to give you some that if you're in the mom lifestyle community, you're going to love, because these are huge in the mom community. And I know because I've been in here. Okay, I've been doing this thing. So if you want those topics, specific topics, stay tuned. We're going to start with the big picture ideas, and then we'll get into that practical application. So I'm so excited again for you guys. Let's start off with how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to come up with a topic that's going to fit us and that's going to reach our ideal audience, our ideal customer, our ideal subscriber, viewer, right? So people come onto YouTube for three different reasons, three main things, okay? They come here either to become informed or educated. They come here to become entertained, and they also come in here to become inspired. Now, what's really cool is that you can choose to be all of those things and do all of those things for people. And if you can entertain them, educate them, inspire them, and entertain them, then they're going to stick around with you for a longer time. So these are all things that you need to keep in mind as you're thinking about what will my channel be about. Because when you make that big decision, the big overarching, what is my channel topic, what is my niche, then it will make it easier for you as you go forward to produce the individual video topics that you're going to put together. If you don't have a vision for where you're going with your channel, an overall vision, it's going to make it very difficult for you to figure out who am I producing for and what You know, what will they subscribe to me for? Just asking for subscribers is not the way that you're going to gain those subscribers. But if you want to grow quickly, then this is what you need to do. So keep in mind, are you going to be informing people? Are you going to be entertaining people? Are you going to be inspiring people? And if you want to do all three, then you have to plan your videos accordingly. What knowledge do you already have that you are an expert in, that you've spent time building? It could be so many things. You could be great at gardening, okay? You could be great at relationships. And I know a lot of you guys are on this channel because you guys know I do a lot of relationship content, and I see you guys and I see your channels and you guys are doing great things. You could be great at doing this mommy thing. You could be great at doing this wife thing. Whatever the thing is that you do, you need to figure out what you're great at and then begin to share that thing. You could be great at gaming, okay? You could be great at fashion, style, beauty, all of those things. If you're great at it, somebody else can learn from you. If it's a beginning level for them, you're gonna really help them with whatever knowledge that you have. And it's not expected that you have all the answers. So when I say, what are you an expert in? It doesn't mean that you know from A to Z, you got your PhD in everything that is that topic. But what it means is what you do know, you share that thing and it will grow that way. And whatever you don't know, hey, you can look it up. I think it's always important to be honest with your people about what you know and what you don't know so that you're not giving out false information. And that's going to build up your credibility and your branding where people trust what you say. And they'll come back to your channel because they know, they like, and they trust you for being that person. So here comes the practical application. We've done some big picture ideas. And so let's talk about what are some practical tools that you can use in order to figure out what channel topics might be a good thing for you to think about. So we're going to jump on the computer and I'm going to show you on my screen what you can do in order to figure out what channel works for you, how you can build that thing up. Now, before we do that, I just want to say that if you choose to do something that there's not a market for already, there's not already a community for, it's not that it can't be done because no one's done it yet. You might have found that golden thing that nobody's grabbed onto yet, and it might grow really fast. But if there's not a community for it, you have to work a whole lot harder to get off the ground because you're building it up from scratch. Now, when you start a YouTube channel, you're building that from scratch. But if you start it in a topic where there's already community, then it's a lot easier to grow because you can engage with the community that has already been created. Now, I don't suggest that you start a community in a area where there's absolutely no community anywhere. If there's no community anywhere, like it's not on Instagram, it's not on Pinterest, it's not on YouTube, it's not on Twitter, it's not on Facebook, it's not on any, maybe it's not on a podcast, right? It's not even in your physical community. It's probably not a good area to start with. You want to try to figure out where community is, and then you can build your own community surrounding what's already a thing. You feel me? Because if you don't do that, then you're going to find it really difficult to start, and it can become very frustrating very fast if you're not able to grow as you would like to grow because the people are just not there. So the way you find out if the people are there is you seek out other people in your genre, in your niche, in the topic that you're thinking about doing. And the cool thing about that is they will inspire you. And I don't just suggest that you read their I don't just suggest, well, reading is good too. I mean, if you're looking at blogs and things like that, magazines, there's so many different mediums like of media. I love media, okay? That's why I got my bachelor's in broadcast journalism, because I love media. So you could be watching their videos, you could be reading blogs, wherever it is that you choose to gain your inspiration. You could just take a walk, you know? I mean, there's so many places that you could go, things that you could do to gain inspiration, but I really think that going to someone in your niche that's already doing it, you can call them your competitors, but really they're your collaborators, okay? That's what they should be. Go there, see what they're already doing, because that alone will really get you started in figuring out what do people want. You can check out what's most popular for them, and I'll show you guys how to go in to like a competitor and then go look at what's most popular for their videos. Another great thing to do is just to stay plugged in on all things in your genre, in your industry. And then when you do come across media that's related, content that's related to your topic or your niche, not only do you want to watch the video or read the blog post or read the Instagram post or watch the story, but you want to actually go ahead and read the comments related to that post, because then you can get an idea for what's going on in the community, what do they need more of, and then that way you can come up with creative topics that no one else is producing but that the community is looking for. And that is where the money is, because if the question is being asked but no one is answering it, but you come along and you answer it, but not only do you answer it, but you answer it amazingly. You do like an amazing job at answering the question to the point where more people want to hear from you. That's when you begin to build your authority in said topic, in said industry, and then you have a platform for yourself that all the other topics that you think are important, you can continue to push that out. Now, what I don't want you to do is just shoot in the dark and just start posting random content. I've done that and it does not work. Now, there may be some people that follow you that appreciate that content, and for them, I do think it's great to just give to your community and give them what they need, even though you're knowingly posting this, knowing that it's not going to get a lot of views, but you're doing it for your community. I think there's something very special about that. But if you are trying to build a following, which is the whole reason for why you would watch a video like this, because you want to create a YouTube channel topic that's going to help you to get views, subscribers, followers, hopefully brand deals, collaborations, sponsorships, sell your products, right? You need to do this. So you need to use tools like Google Suggest, YouTube Suggest. You're going to look at your competitors, like I mentioned before. You're also going to use Google Keyword Planner. It's amazing. And then you're going to use Google Trends. These are 5 things that are free ways that you can use the Google algorithm platform for free to check out what's going on in your industry and figure out, if this topic is a good one for you to go forward in. I would definitely recommend that if you're considering, starting on YouTube, that you become a student of YouTube. I remember when I first started almost 12 years ago, guys, next month is the anniversary of all things Chauntel. Oh my, 12 years it will be next month. I just started to post things that I thought were good, and I kind of did a little bit of research, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And that's why I'm giving you guys these tools, because there's even more tools now than there were then. But even though that's true, even then I didn't even know how to use what was available to me. So definitely use the resources so that you can do the research. And if you do the research ahead of time, it's going to save you a lot of headaches later. So when I started, I was kind of in this very artistic mindset of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to watch anybody else's videos because I don't want to be, what was the thing? I didn't want to be like influenced. There you go. I didn't want to be influenced by other channels out there. And then I wanted to create my own vibe, my own thing, whatever. And I think that's good, because I did gain like my own style, but then I missed out on everything else that was going on. And I probably could have grown a little bit faster if I tried to create my own style, but still be a student of YouTube and see what else is going on out there. So definitely do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump onto the computer and show you guys how to use some of these research tools. Hey guys, it's Chauntel from the future. So we're here on my YouTube home screen, and I want you to know that I'm following a guide. I made a list for you, all the things that we've talked about in this video that we're gonna wrap up as we continue on this video. All the things you're learning, you can download for free. The link is in the description box below, along with a blog with all links that you can actually click through as well. So there will be some that you can click through, and then I'm also giving you a free downloadable guide, okay? And the very first one we're jumping into is YouTube Suggest, which is why we are on the YouTube home screen. So if you're looking for what topic might I choose to, research, because I'm interested in this topic, here's what you'll do. So you'll jump onto YouTube, you click in the search box. You can do this on your phone, you can do this on your computer, it doesn't matter. I do it in both places. Most of the time when I'm doing research, I actually do it on my computer. And then you'll start to type, okay? So I'm going to type something about routines. Okay, so because routine is a pretty popular in the lifestyle niche. So routine, here's some options. So people are looking up routine whale, and I don't know what that's about. Routines of successful people. So people are actually currently right now today searching for routines of successful people. They're looking for routines by Mill songs, whatever that means. They're looking for routines by TikTok, 2020 routines. So you can like get an idea of what people are searching for. And the way this works is whatever is first is the most searched option, and whatever is last is the least most searched option. But these are current and what people are typing in and searching for right now on YouTube, which is really powerful. Okay. We could get even more specific because maybe you're thinking about doing a morning routine, right? So I might go ahead and add that adjective. You can add adjectives, you can add verbs, and just kind of get an idea of, what's going on. This is, of course, a noun, morning routine. I might say early, and that might be too specific, but you can get the idea. Early morning routine. So I added an adjective. It's getting more specific. So the more specific that you are, the less competition that you're going to have, but the search volume is probably also going to decrease. So you want to keep all these things in mind. Okay, so early morning routines. Now we get even more specific. People are looking for early morning routines for school, for work, for the gym, 2020. So let's just go with early morning routines in general. Okay, so we'll just go there because that's a little bit bigger. This is called a long-tailed keyword. Okay, so for some reason, of course, my internet is stalling right now. But back after these messages. Okay, so here we are, early morning routines. Now here are a list of videos that have videos on this topic. And it goes on and on and on. The next, and we'll keep with the routines. Okay, we're going to go to Google. This is the next free search tool given to you by Google. And we'll go back to YouTube in a second, but I kind of want to let you kind of get an idea of different places that you can do research. And of course, you can do deeper research into the different areas. So let's say I have no idea, what's going on with this keyword. Google will give me an idea. So let's go ahead and type in routine. Okay, so people on Google are looking for definition, antonym. This is not specific enough for me, so I'm going to try to get a little more specific. There we go. It popped right up. You guys saw that? Early morning routine. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this is going to show me different websites. And YouTube is amazing because, look, it puts you right even above all these other blogs and things. But, yeah, it brings up some YouTube videos. It brings up some blogs. And you can kind of see what these are about. And little tip, because you're watching, when you add numbers, it helps, like you give a list, people like that. And then I'm going to show you when you come to the bottom, this will give you an even better idea of what people are looking for as well. Early morning routines for students, my morning routine. So these are some keywords that you could also use. So this kind of gives you an idea of using Google, some topics and even more specific topics. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is Google Keyword Planner, which is one of my very favorite free tools. You don't actually have to pay to use Google Ads, but it is kind of a process to get into it sometimes because they are trying to get you to buy ads. But you don't actually have to pay for anything to get into Google Keyword Planner. So I'm going to go ahead and finagle my way around here. I'll give you guys this link as well, and I'm going to get into it. It's going to require me to log in and everything with my Google account. So give me 1 sec and we'll be back into the Google Keyword Planner, and I'll show you how I use it. We've logged in. We're clicking on Explore. And it brings us into Google Keyword Planner. And I love Google Keyword Planner because when you look at YouTube, it gives you like current data, right? Like today, yesterday, recent, right? Like very recent. I wouldn't say today, yesterday, but like within the last week, maybe month. But when you use Keyword Planner, it's really looking at the whole year, and sometimes having that evergreen data is really important, longer, the longer span of time. So I'm going to go ahead and type in routine and just start with the one keyword. And I can see that it's low competition, the word routine, but very high search volume, 10K to 100K searches per month. And then when you use other words, routines, routinely, routine work, dance routine, right? These are things that people are looking for, and you can see the competition is actually low on routine. All right. And then it's suggesting fitness classes, fitness instruction, workout habit. So this just gives you an idea of what people are actually searching for on a monthly basis. And you can get more specific, but I won't, because I feel like this is good enough to get you started, and you can kind of play around with it after that. The next one that I have for you is Google Trends. So I have this for you guys in a linkable as well. Definitely check it out. I have a whole list of linkables for you on askchauntel.com, so you can always go on there and check it out. But in the description box, you'll find helpful links for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and type routine, and trends is showing you what's trending on Google, which is amazing. So these are all different tools, and they're all very helpful for understanding different things. But if you take the information, it can really help you with planning out your content. So here we go. It shows you that this is starting in November of last year, and it's bringing us towards November this year, because that's when I'm filming this. And it ebbs and flows, right? It ebbs and flows, and it's kind of come to a standstill. And if I were to guess why, because when you look at data, you have to understand that the numbers mean something, but you have to also understand, what's behind the numbers. And that's because people are pretty much in the same type of routines because we've been staying home. And so because we've been staying home since around March or so, because of the sickness that's out there, we have seen, a decline in searching for routine. And then people are kind of like, ooh, maybe I need to start searching for this again. Maybe I need to and then it kind of plateaued, and it's going down because everybody's chilling right now because we're getting ready for the holidays, right? But that's kind of what's going on. And then I would expect that towards January, it's going to be going back up again, because people are going to get proactive, and, they're going to want to try to start their New Year's resolutions and things like that. So it'll also give you an idea of the regions where it's the most popular, which is really cool. I never actually noticed that part until I'm showing you guys. Didn't really pay attention to that as much. Quarantine routine is breakout. So when it says breakout, it means that like a ton of people have started searching for this very recently. Okay, and here's some other options you can see. Topics surrounding it, related topics, that kind of thing. So it can help you with planning your content very much. The next keyword research tool that I'm going to bring you is another social platform, also a search tool that I use very often, and is Pinterest. And I want you guys to know that the last research tool that I'm going to provide for you is actually going to be on YouTube itself. It's a tool that you may have heard of called TubeBuddy, and so we'll begin to that one in a second. But let's go ahead onto Pinterest, and if you guys would like to follow me there, here I am. So Pinterest is amazing. I love Pinterest. It's great for getting inspiration, great for getting ideas. I just love it. I love it. So you can find me, link in the description, but it's pinterest.com/askchauntel. And okay, so we're gonna type, see what I've been searching for. We're gonna be typing in routine. Okay, so I'm just going to type the word routine because sometimes it's good to just start with the one keyword and then you can build on that keyword. That's how I like to plan out my topics and things like that. So this is, what is this? This is a little different. This is actually showing some of my content related to routine, which is because I've actually posted these videos, right? And hold on. It's been a minute since because it's under your pins. Okay, so we're going to get out of my pins and go to all pins. There we go. I'm like, they always change, and so you have to be ready for the changes, right? You got to be ready to figure it out. So real life right here. So routine. So people are looking for skincare, morning, abs workout, showers, more skincare. So different ways they spell it. 2 words, 1 word, self-care, curly hair, all these things. So if you go ahead and click on these, it'll take you deeper into that, but we're not going to do that here. You can go ahead and see what these titles are, what these people are pinning about, and it'll kind of give you an idea what people are pinning in relation to routines. Okay, so I love Pinterest. And so the very last 2 tools I'm going to tell you guys about, one of them is TubeBuddy, the other one is VidIQ. I have used TubeBuddy more often, so I'm going to talk about TubeBuddy today, but VidIQ is another great research tool, and so I've got links there, affiliate links. If you do use them, it does help me out. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help out, and I do think it's great. You do not have to, you don't actually have to get a subscription in order to use them. So let's go ahead and check out this video from Allison. Okay, I'm just going to pause her video because we're not actually going to watch it today. But what we are going to do is kind of take a look at what she's got going on here. So she's using routine, and we had looked up early morning, right? So early morning routine. And then over here is where we can see my TubeBuddy in action. So these are her tags that she personally put on her video. And then according to what I search, okay, I'm going to click and see what the search rankings for her are on this video. And you can see kind of where she's at as far as ranking. Those green numbers show where she ranks. Now I'm going to click on this particular keyword, and it's going to give me some information about this particular keyword, okay? So productive morning routine. The search volume of that is in the orange, which means it's pretty good. The competition is extremely high. That's why it's in the red. Well, this is not pretty good. Orange actually means fair. Okay, it's saying it's a poor keyword to use. Now, I would say from my research, it depends on your channel. So you have to really look at yourself, what your audience wants and that kind of thing, but it'll at least give you an idea of how competitive it is and how much people are searching it. This particular part is subjective, so I would be careful with that. Okay, so this tells us how many videos are in search, and then the number of monthly searches is about that much, right? And this kind of gives us an idea of how this keyword performs, and then it can give you can make more of an educated decision on if you want to use this keyword based off of all this information. Now, I know that this could seem like a lot and overwhelming, but it will really help you to save time in the long run. And if you do this work up front, the research, it will help you not to waste time in the long run with choosing topics that are not going to do well for you. Like I said, some topics you choose to do them because they're helpful for your audience, but just keep these things in mind. And if this was helpful for you, then definitely stay tuned and get more information from me. If you want the guide on all the tools that I've used, definitely download it in the link in the description box below. And so you can go ahead and just use all these free tools. It's free and it's very helpful for you. So let's get back into the video. Dropping gems, right? Okay, download right now. Just take a second, download that free link that I have for you in the description box below so that you can get your channel and your content off to the right track right now, today. Get it started. Don't delay. Download that free guide. I made it for you and it's free. So now, as promised, I'm going to give you guys some content topics, and if you're curious as to why you would want to listen to my advice on this part, just know that my channel has received at least 1 million views over the time that I have been here, and I am a small YouTuber. I've been a small YouTuber, micro influencer, and if you didn't know, if you're a micro influencer or you're working towards becoming that, know that you have power even in your small numbers if you create, like we're talking about right here, a brand, a niche. How you can say niche? Niche. Niche sounds cooler, so we're gonna say niche today. If you're creating a niche, then your peeps will follow you and your brand will bring about opportunities for you. So how-tos are a huge thing that I've done over the course of time that have really help me grow my following, and or you might also call them tutorials. Okay, and that's kind of like this style of video that we have right now, that you're watching right now. Favorites is another big topic that a lot of people do very well with, and it's pretty much reviewing products. And this is helpful because a lot of people, especially because e-commerce is becoming so large, people are buying things online and they want to see what the product is like before they invest their money. So you save them time, and in the meantime, in between time, you can gain some income while doing that. Maybe not right up front, but as people continue to watch that video and you shout out the product in your description, girl, you got it. And if you sell your own products, even better, because you'll make an even bigger return on that investment in time that you put into making that video. You might do comedy sketches. People love to get on YouTube and watch really funny videos, share really funny videos. Sometimes people kind of bite-size that on Instagram and then promote it to YouTube, and people love that. People love to get on, especially because right now, I don't know when you're watching this, but when this video is being created, we are in the pandemic and quarantine and everything's going on, so people are looking for entertainment. So for my mommy and lifestyle vloggers, these are for you guys. For this area, there's so many different types of videos that you can do, but routine videos, day in the life videos, hauls, unboxings, meal ideas, these are all really popular topics. And what I have found is, if you choose to do these topics, one little tip, little slide this in there because you stayed all the way to the end of this video and I appreciate you, is there's always nuggets at the end if you stay tuned. One really cool thing that you can do to really stand out is to use the year and the month of the video that you are producing, especially in those topics, because it's a very competitive area, but there's always people looking for something that's current in those types of videos. Now, if you do evergreen content, which is content that will not have a date on it and go forever, it's even better for your channel in the long run. But if you are new, I think doing the topics that are current, with the month and the date is great, because it'll help you to reach a broader audience a lot faster when you're smaller. Okay, so these are good tips for you small YouTube channels. And I love you guys. If you guys are looking to get started and you want to look professional, one of the best things you can do is to get yourself some good lighting and camera equipment that deals with your audio. You don't always have to have a brand spanking new camera, but definitely audio helps, and lighting helps very, very much. So if you like, definitely check out my affiliate links in the description box below. And also there is a blog post associated with this video. I have something for you if you'd like. I'm gonna give you guys 9 more video topic ideas along with the 9 that I mentioned in this video for you. You can print it out for free. Okay, it's a free little article for you that is linked in the description box below. Definitely go download that right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, definitely don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Hugs and kisses. Thanks for watching.